Good morning. Welcome to the class today. As you can see, we're up in a different part of the house because my husband's downstairs and he's cooking. So we're going to be up here and we're going to get into some minutes session. So it's going to be quite a challenging session, but I know you guys can do it. So we're going to get started with planks, and we've got 10 minutes of planks straight up. So if you can survive the first 10 minutes, I know you can survive the whole class. So Alba's going to try and join us. So we're going to come up onto our hands, shoulders away from the ears. Our minute has just started. Now I'm going to be obviously having to move around a little bit so that I can see the screen the whole time, just to see the seconds. But what you always want to think about when you're doing a plank is try and keep yourself in a nice straight line. So we've got our legs together, we've got our weight in the heels, we've got our shoulders away from the ears. And as you're breathing out, you're feeling your tummy lift. Now, I decided yesterday that we'll be doing, I didn't decide. I had a request so that tonight we'll be doing a stretch class. So we can go hard now, right? So remember, weights in the heels, shoulders away from the ears. You can drop your knees down at any stage if you need to. But like I said, you survive the first 10 minutes, you survive it all. Yes, and Alba's behind me doing it as well. So if the 6-year-old can try it, you guys can do it too. Couple more breaths. Now we're going to bring one arm in. We're going to turn, stack, lift, and drive those hips up. So now we're on our side plank. And ideally you've got your feet one on top of the other. So I'll just repeat. The reason we're up here now is because Ramiro needed to use the kitchen, and I thought it's a little bit less noise up here than it would be down there. That's the reason we're here. Keep this coming, keep pushing the hips up, keep shoulders relaxing. Alba's given up, but she'll get back into it, I know she will. So this is all attacking the core. We've got our fronts, our sides, and we'll get into back later, don't you worry about that. We're going to get into lots of different body parts, but the minutes is one of the hardest sessions. So good on you for coming. It's hard. It's hard. We're nearly ready to come back to the center. Now, we're going to come to the center, everybody. And I'm going to just have to slowly move myself around. Because I won't be able to see the clock if I face the back. So you don't have to do this. It's actually quite challenging. Wait, it's still... Alrighty, so now we're back up on our hands, shoulders away from the ears, belly is braced. And I know the wrists are feeling it, but we've only got 5 minutes up on our hands, and then it's 5 minutes down on the elbows. So trust me, it's doable. I wouldn't throw anything at you that is not achievable. It's just hard, that's the thing. If you're feeling sore in the wrists, you can make a fist and be on those knuckles, but we're getting ready to go to the other side. So place the other hand in, stack, lift, drive those hips up. Too good. Come up a bit higher in those hips if you can, shoulders away from those ears. Continue with a nice deep breathing. So that boom, boom, you can hear every so often. That's just Ramiro trumpet. I'll tell you, I've got these neighbours that are growing corn, and they're throwing venom, I'm sure, to kill the rats. And the other day, the girl saw a dead rat in our backyard, and then today I was weeding, and I saw one. I'm so annoyed. It's like, don't throw venom or rats. Just cover with a net or something. It's horrible to see them dead. So we're coming to the center to finish off the hands ones. And I am going to slowly creep myself around again because I do want to turn around again to finish on this side. So I'm just going to come around. And Alba's going to move out of my way because she's a good girl. So see how when I'm doing this, I'm not letting my bum lift. Really important to keep your bottom down. So we're closing in on that 5-minute mark, which will get us halfway through. The ab work will continue, but the weight in your wrist certainly will not. I know you're probably feeling it in your shoulders a bit, but this is nothing that's going to hurt you long term. It's just feeling it in the moment. Obviously, you know your body. If you think, this is not feeling good for me, drop your knees down or have a break. Like Alba. All right, onto your elbows. Let's continue on. Let's get in hard in here. Certainly is, it's heating up. So with these, you've got to have your weight back in the heels if you're in your full plank like me. You're going to have your hands together. I'm not minding if you want to squeeze your hands like me or have your fingers straight. This is basically just getting through it all, right? Keep it coming. I wish I had something more to tell you to get the time passing. I don't have anything more to say. How about hands? I have a wobbly too. Yes, she does. That's a good thing. Let's take one arm in and we're turning. We're lifting. She doesn't just have a wobbly tooth. She's got a tooth growing behind it already. So she won't be toothless for that long. So keep driving those hips up for me. Do you think it's easy? Yeah. I definitely don't think it's easy, but if she thinks it's easy, good for her. So you see what I mean, how it's strong, really strong on the shoulder. You can have your bottom knee down though. Look, yesterday morning in the Spanish version, we did a lot of arms. So actually, they're quite sore. And we're making pizza. We're not going to make pizzas till the afternoon. Ramira's making us soup now. Keep the hips up. Nearly time. You see, you después de dormir. No. So coming slowly, gently back to the center. And I'm just going to make my way around. Sometimes your kids look at you like you're nuts. It's going to look something. No, porque no quiero dejar haciendo plancha. She's like, why can't you get up? Oh, you heard it, she said it in English. The reason I don't want to just stand up and do it is because I don't want to stop the tension in my core. No, I said it in Spanish. No, te dijiste en English. Keep it coming. Super intense. Do you know what this tells me? We have to do minutes more. You're nearly at the change so that we can go to the other side. We're there now, so bring the other arm in, stack, and lift. Woo. I'm not going to say that this is the end of the planks for today's session, but it's the end of the planks soon, after we finish this minute and then forward for a while. Good. I can do this. Keep it coming. Drive those hips up. You might feel you're getting warm, especially we've had hot weather the last few days. So your house might already be hot. I can definitely feel the beads starting. Why is my house easier? She's a little lazy thing. See guys? I don't know what she's doing, but it looks like a cheap version. So we're going to just gently make our way back to the center to finish our final minute. Oh, she's doing a split. As a dragon split, I thought it was a lazy version. That actually looks like challenging. It was challenging. Making challenger. So these are tapped. Our front abs, our upper, our lower, deep core, superficial, and of course the waist. So when we got to those side planks, we were working the waist. soon as we finish these, we're going to flip over onto our back team and get into a little bit of lower belly. Back will come later. Like I said, if you've survived the first 10 minutes and we're nearly there, everything else will feel very, very doable. Haven't done it for a while, so it hurts. Listen up, you're done. Switch over, flip over onto your backs. Oh. Lift the legs up. We're going to float one leg away. Same leg, keep it going. Minute here. Oh, I'm just reading. It says the Premier says lockdown to end as planned at 11:59. Yay! I'll be curious to hear what the remaining restrictions will be though if we can go back to the gym straight away. I'm sure we can. Gosh, 0 cases today. Let's hope that we can. What's that? A minute here. In fact, like I always say that the other leg is bent, you're not going to be hurting your back at all. Io pregunto se todavía vamos a parte, yo os dije no sé.
Yo sabía.
Do one more and then we're switching sides. Let's go. So we're going to break these up with an upper body crunch. And then we're coming back into the lower body. Just because I don't want you to feel too much tension, not just in the belly, but sometimes you can overcompensate and let the tension come into your legs, which is what I don't want. So if we break it in between, then no. Oh, no, there's me. I should have put shorts on. It's really warm now. So that's good. Having been surviving the hot weather, hopefully it's not too bad for you guys out there. They're pretty good here. We don't need to put any air on downstairs, and just upstairs we put the air on just for an hour or so before the girls go. Actually, no, I kept it on last night for them. I suspect I'll probably keep it this night. Okay, feet down, crunch up, just to center. We've got a minute here. Don't go back too far. As you're coming up, you're exhaling, seeing the stomach move down. So this is just giving the upper attention. We'll get back to the lower really shortly. No quieres usar todo. Está bien, yo puedo usarlo por otra cosa. No vas a cortarlo. This is easy in comparison to what we've done in terms of planks, right? Really, really doable. A few more. After time, lower the head, bring the knees back up. We've got a flex foot this time, and we're going to take the leg to the diagonal. The other leg stays up to 90 degrees. So to the diagonal. If you feel like your hips clicking in a bad way, you just make the heel go straight. You don't have to take it to the diagonal. Okay, so obviously it's easy for her to put her hands under the back, so you can do that option. You can have it under your bottom to make your back go flat. That's absolutely acceptable. You do whatever you can to not get any soreness in the back. Okay, other leg taken away. No tanto, está bien, mantenete fresco. No. I said don't come around me for the first 10 minutes, that's all right. They'll surely be around tonight when we do our stretch class. It's also a bit of a distraction because we just hold positions for 1 or 2 minutes. So it's a little bit boring if you're just looking at me the whole time. So you can watch the distraction of the girls.
We're good at distracting.
We're good at distracting.
Yes, we are good at that. I'm going to the park.
Exhale as you push the leg away.
It doesn't go.
Nice as we do aquí arriba. In a moment we'll get back into the upper body just to work some other muscle group. So bring this one more and then leg comes down, the other leg comes on top and we're going to twist. Got a minute here. So this is working your obliques and your upper belly again. Gracias.
We could get someone to help you.
Keep this coming.
And then we'll
So you can use both hands back. Whatever needs it, just hold it onto the neck or the head, whatever feels like it's needing most of
Tell me in my face. It's a big go down.
She's no baby anymore. She'll be turning 3 next month and starting kinder. So there's no babies in this house. Listen, we're going to double it up. So back to lower belly, but with upper. And we're going to getting both to work at the same time. Still working really intensely in the belly, upper and lower. There's some distractions with that. Keep it coming, Tim. We've got about another 10 seconds or so before we switch to the other side, just working the upper body and the obliques. The elbow does a fantastic bridge now, as you can see. And she can even do the splits both ways, pretty much down. And then the wrong way, just practicing that too. Oh, swap. So the other leg goes on top. Sorry, I took us over a minute. Oh, did I?
You didn't do this. You did this.
Anyway, doesn't matter. Hip twist. I think we did over a minute there. So you're twisting as you exhale. Here comes Anna with her mat now. Tú la ayudas porque yo no quiero ruido aquí. No pone frente a mami, pone atrás de Alba. Alba te ayudará. Cuidado. Atrás de ti, Alba. A little bit longer here, and then we're going to add the neck in to do the double crunch. Still working us strongly. Here we go.
Hello, I get Gracie. I wanted Gracie. Yeah, I did that one. Don't ask me.
I don't know what she just said to you guys, so I will translate it, but I don't know what she said.
I can translate it.
How about you rest? Remember, this is a double crunch. Very strong in the upper. I will have some more lower belly, just on its own in a moment. Ese sonido es feo.
Which way should I do? I think I use the whole thing.
Keep it going. And we are going to let the head rest because I don't want to have a break. Vamos bajar la voz porque estás hablando con tanto volumen. So we're just going to let the head rest down. I'm going to spin around again. Both legs are going to push away on an angle and they're stopped for 1 minute.
You could do
Anna's doing a tree. We'll get into balancing at the end. I didn't do it at the start today because I just wanted us to get in and do those really challenging exercises first up. Alright, that's Anna's tree as well.
My bag.
Not bad. She does that lockdown balance so well. 10 more seconds to go. So bring the feet down, push the hips up, and we're going to just stay here pushing center. 1 minute here. So now we're getting into the glutes. We will revisit belly potentially later, but we're going to do some bum now. Mueves a frente da pantalla. Abre o mesmo. We actually did a strong bum session, I think it was last night. So if you were with me last night, you might be feeling it still, or already.
I can do this exercise.
Keep it coming.
Sorry, but there's really in the monster.
A little bit longer here. We're going to a 45-second mark. Now take your hip up to one side, yeah? And keep that same side haciendo ruidos molestosos y moviendo como loca. Entonces prefiero que se baja. So this is working the glute that you're moving the hip towards, right? That's where you're moving and working more. Pasana. Ahora tú regresas a la escuela mañana. Okay, bueno, abre. Alright, switch sides, let's go. Woo, super strong. We're not going to do a whole lot of bum work, but in a moment we are going to continue bum work from all fours. Just because we're getting it working now, let's continue getting it working a bit longer.
Sorry.
Chicas, ¿verdad? No se vayan a frente de la pantalla. I thought coming up here they've been helping Ramiro with the serve and they'd be down there, but no. Ana, suficiente. Clearly I'm mistaken. A bit longer and then we're going to do fairly fast transition to be up on all fours. Last night's tennis is showing it on the news. It was so disappointing. Serena was great. She was awesome to watch. Djokovic and Zverev. It's just errors after errors with Zverev. Okay, bring it down. Actually, false and double fault errors. Right, so we're going to get into all fours. Kick the leg out. 1 minute. Let's go. No, Anna. Faster. They're misbehaving and I'm really disappointed in them. I can't help themselves. I just act like fools sometimes. Mueve, Dana. No estoy feliz. And then that's what happens. Tell her if she cries. Winja. I feel bad for her. I'll tell you that. So obviously, lots of exercises that we do in the general Pilates anyway. We just hold some of them longer than usual. This one we always do a minute anyway. So this is just continuing with more bottom. Then I will give our arms a bit of a break to do a little bit more belly. Okay, switch sides. So Obviously, because we're transitioning, we lose a couple of seconds, so I'm not starting at the same start time each one because I want to make sure we do get the full minute. Hiding under the table. So after this, we are going to get in a few boats, and the boat poses are going to work the abs again. I will be facing you, but you guys know when we're doing our boats, we've got to keep a really straight back.
Mom.
You don't have to tip down too far. No, that's conmigo ahorita. Gracias. Okay, bring it on in. Let's take a seat. Straight back, arms forward, come on down. We're going to just pull the elbows in. Siempre dices disculpa y sigues con lo mismo. Basta. Shoulders stay dropped. One minute here, team. Nice straight. I don't know what I'm going to do. Keep those arm movements going. A little bit. Especially when getting to the back exercises. Good, let's see the minute, so that's good. Alright, so one more. And we're going to flip over and we're going to come onto our back actually. Belly. Feet are together, lifting up. 1 minute here. The beauty of this is that your chin gets a nice break, your forehead or chin can be rested down. So we'll do 1 minute with our legs on their own, and we'll add a minute with the arms coming in as well. Tummy switched on. Ava y Ana, bajan, jueguen abajo. ¿Para qué tienen que estar alrededor donde estoy?
Este vecino está fuera del lugar.
Cuando yo estoy abajo, nunca suben aquí.
Our God is going to come.
Están tocando la pantalla. Los odio en este momento. Hold the legs up, feet are together, bring the arms forward, fingers together, and lift. Holding here. I mean, it's a long time when you're just holding this still. So you feel free to have your forehead down and still continue on. Nice and strong, straight arms, straight legs, lifting. Try and imagine that somebody is stretching you out. You want to go with that feel. At the halfway point. Keep it going. With every breath you take gets you closer to that finish line. Don't give up. So we're going to bring the arms in, legs to open to hip width distance apart, lifting and lowering. It's a really nice relief when we bring those arms back down, isn't it? We've got 3 different levels of it. So 6 minutes in total of that. My sincerest apologies for the noise that they're making. I'm hoping it's feeling like it's more annoying for me than it is for you. I hope that's the case. A little bit longer, and then I'm going to include the upper body. So I'm working the back, upper and lower. Tough exercises, no getting around that. But you survive the first 10 minutes, like I said. Hold it up, arms forward into a shoulder width distance apart. Lift and hold, go long. So it's not so much height, it's length more than anything. But you want to not have your knees touching down. That will make you work really hard. Forehead can be down. Even if you're tucking the chin into your chest, you're going to be protecting the neck. Long with the arms, long with the legs. And each time you breathe out, try and feel the stomach creeping in towards your waist, everything moving inwards. Nearly there. So obviously you're going to bring your arms in, legs are going wider, lift and lower. Third and final round. I've lost time. It's hard, I understand. People are like, no, come on. I do understand. Look, I'm feeling it very strong in my hammies as well. But if you touch it, it's not just your hammies that are rock solid, it's your glutes, it's your back, everything's really tight. We're nearly at this minute mark to just finish off these back exercises down here on our belly. But the beauty, like I said, is you're not just working your back, you're working your glutes, you're going to be working in the legs a little bit. So the arms now are coming forward into a V and just holding still. Remember, knees are up. Can't really see with the hands up again, but they're lifted. In a moment, we are going to bring ourselves up onto all fours to continue with the back. Super, super strong, and I'm really proud of you sticking with me, because not everyone can say that. In fact, people choose not to do this class when they know it's a minute, so good on you for doing it. We're heading into those final 10 seconds before we push up onto all fours. We'll keep both arms down, but we're going to take one leg moving. So bring the legs together, bring the arms under, pop yourselves up, take one leg away, flex foot, inhale, lift, double toe. Minute here. So this is continuing with back and glute thing. How's your hammy feeling? Mine's feeling pretty tough. You don't have a break soon though. Moving to the other leg. That says Daniel Andrews is going to be speaking at 10:15, so we'll be finished on time for Daniel Andrews' conference. A little bit longer, team. And then we'll get into the other leg. Alright, so bring it on in. Other leg, flex foot and go. Yeah, that gives your hammy a nice recovery. The one that was up straight away definitely felt like it was tight. But now it's resting. Remember, you can make a fist there on your knuckles if you feel you need to. Keep this strong, Tim. As you're breathing out, you're feeling your tummy lifting up. So super strong. If you did the glute session with me and you followed it up this morning with this minute session, your body's going to know about it. Really intense. A couple more. Now we're going to take this in, take the other leg away on a diagonal this time. Down, down, and lift. So on the diagonal. Tonight I'll be back downstairs, so I'm not sure if this is better or worse, the reception, because we're right near the modem. But I don't know, having the girls running around like they were might have made it worse. But I will be downstairs, like I said, for the night session. And then I'll be back on Friday because by the sound of it, the gyms are going to be opening and I've got a class tomorrow morning out in Ballroom, so I've got to get to that. Super strong in those glutes. All right, bring this leg in, lower it down, other leg goes out to the diagonal, flex foot, down, down, up. Yeah. Closing in on that finish line, everybody. Be proud of the workout that you've done so far. I was going to potentially throw in another plank later. I'm not going to. I think you guys have done a brilliant job. So after this, we're just going to do a little bit for the waist. And that will be it. We'll come up to standing afterwards. And we are going to be on our knees for the next one. So I'm going to bring the leg in on our knees. I'm going to move the screen and you're just coming down and up. Keep this going. Down and up. Down and up. And hopefully I won't have to move the screen again when we stand up, but I probably will. Because I don't think it's moved up enough. That's all right. Done really well today. You should be proud of yourself. This here, bringing the hand back and holding on, should enable your neck to have a little bit of a stretch, a bit of a relief after all the intensity from before.
Yeah.
So this is about the right waist now. We're going to switch straight to the left. So we're moving to the right, obviously. That helps us work our left side. She's got such big shorts on. They look so messy on her. They're not yours. They're a size 3, but she can still fit into size 1 and something. But it's... Hold on. After this minute, we've just got one more minute of waist. Just one, and it'll work both sides. And our arms are going to come up. We're only going to be moving with the exhalation. Inhalation will be preparing us for the move. Alright, so come up. Arms, breath in, move to your left. Hold breath in, then exhale, bring it up. Hold breath in, move to your right. Hold breath in, and then exhale, come back up. Hold breath in, move down to the left. And hold, and move back up. Tu basta pegando personas. So see how the arms are staying narrow? That's what you want to maintain. Hold, and then come back up.
Mommy, was that one in the pocket? Was that one in the pocket?
No, okay.
Okay.
Questa soltanto si va.
No, no.
So,
Go and over.
now because this is sort of doable, I'm going to just do one more minute. I'm sorry, just one more minute. Bear with me, I promise this is it. And then we'll come up to standing to do our balance. So you've survived, team. It will have been over 40 minutes. I different minute exercises. Super intense, and I'm really proud of you. I'm proud of me. Nothing easy. I hope you felt the same as me though as soon as you did those 10 minutes. It sort of was not easy but doable. No, come here, son. No, why is that the wall? I know the arms are getting a bit of a caning too, but it won't last much longer. We're in the last 10 seconds. You'll be in time to see Daniel Andrews go back. And bring the arms down. Wonderful work, everybody. Cuidado, Ana. No, todavía. Alrighty, so let's get into our balance team. So, fantastic, everyone. I'm very, very proud of you and be proud of yourselves. Let's bring our feet together, sink on in, and take your right foot over, and then your left arm under. We're just going to lift the arms up and push the arms away from you, and that'll give you a lovely stretch for the arms. The arms have done a lot, so they need that stretch. We're not holding these for a minute, okay? We're going to just release that. Okay. Release the foot, bend on in, and then come to the other side. So now it's your other arm under. Lift up, push the fingers away. Daniel Andrews va a agarrar con quiero escuchar.
Yo quiero ir al parque.
No me importa qué quieres. Yo necesito escuchar qué restricciones se van a levantar. Prefiero saber. Cállate tu boca. Pizzas. Es mejor.
No quiero carne.
¿Qué?
No quiero carne. Siempre.
And switch sides. I'm going to lock down balance in a moment. Aleja, de la computadora. Cada ruido que se hace ahí es más ruido que acá. Fast. Y esa es la razón que no es que tú quieres. Bring your feet together, bring the arms, just the left arm to the side, right leg to the side now. And then if you can, you're going to pick up your foot to take that leg to the side. Ella no se merece, la cara que está dándome es solo mostrándome que ella no respeta nada o nadie. And bring it on in, and we're switching. Taking that foot out. Oh, didn't want to get there. And we've just got our tree team. So let's bring that leg in, right foot along the side of the left leg, opening the knee out. Hands can be at your heart. Third eye all lifted. Shoulders stay relaxed. And if you're feeling good, eye gaze goes up. Of course, we can do the balancing at the start, so I've got nothing to compare this to in terms of if you're feeling more or less balanced. But gee, you work so strongly with those minutes. Working all the core, and I'm sure you're more balanced than you would have been. Heart, third eye, or lift. Just gently bring the arms down, release the foot, shake it on out. You've done such a great job, team. You should be, like I keep saying, very proud of the session that we've just completed. So enjoy your day. I'll see you back here tonight for stretch class if you so please.